Hi. Okay, I've just watched The Wind Rises. I don't know why I looked over there. It's not there. It's back on the shelf. So I thought, because it got released over here in England Monday, and I bought it today, as today is my day off, and I thought I might as well watch this now, and if I'm understood correctly, it's hold on, let me just get his name, because I'm gonna not say this. Hey, Harry I can't say his name, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic, you know, but I understand it's his last film he's going to do with it, and if it's a good way to go out. It was a really nice way to go out. I was just pondering before I put this camera on and set the tripod up and everything, of what the ending was about. And I'm not going to spoil, I'm going to try my best not to spoil anything, because it is a really good film. What I liked about it, everything. There's nothing I didn't like about it, really. I mean, it's like a finale film, and there was one bit I really enjoyed. And it's the last time, well, you think it'll be the last time you see the Italian guy, I forget his name, the Italian guy who makes the planes and is the inspiration to the main character. You think it's the last time you're going to see him, and I think this is kind of like a throwback on the guy who makes these films. He says, what was it? Every great artist has 10 years, and then there's something about like an artist knows when it's time to pack up and, you know, say goodbye to his fans, and you know, and I was like kind of like thinking, you know, foreshadowing, but no, but it was, I was like, that's really true, and that's kind of like I think the closest message to he's actually going to say to the fans, like, okay, I've done my time in this and I've really enjoyed it. And there have been some really great films. I still haven't watched them all. The next one is going to be oh wait, is Poco? I don't know, for raccoon one. And I said that last video, but I lied, because I do that. And it lost in Eeny Meeny Miny Mo as well. Yeah, and of course, like typical Ghibli films, is the title is always misleading. Some are more than others, to be fair. It's like, because Wind Rises, I just thought this was about him making planes. That's about 40% of the film. Like, you know, you see him as a kid, and he wants to be, you know, it's like when we're all kids and you want to be this something, and then you pursuing that your dream and everything, and then you know, he does it and he makes a really cool fighter jets and stuff, you know, but, well, not fighter jets, but, you know, airplanes, but he meets this girl, of course, typical Ghibli fashion. He meets a girl, and it was surprisingly not corny in any way. It was, the girl later on turns out she's got something which I'm not going to spoil, and it gets really sad really fast. I'm not going to lie. Like, cause I'm going to need a cheerful Ghibli film to watch soon, because this is the last 3 films I've watched is Firefly, you know, Grave of the Fireflies, something of the Valley of the Wind, I can't remember her name, sorry, and this, and I need something cheerful, okay? I need a cheerful anime to watch, like Porco Rosso, or, I'm trying to think of a cheerful one now. Okay, my mind's just gone blank, you know. Right, just one to make me feel happy, you know. But I digress, and I really liked the film. One thing I really liked was you don't see this often in well, any animation really, is his growing up path. Like, you see him as a kid being an inspiration, wanting it to be, want to be a pilot and everything, and then he gets the dream from the Italian dude, and then then next thing you know, he's a teenager / adult going to university, and then next minute, you know, along it's 2 years later, and he's graduated. I can't say it, graduated. And then it's like 3 years later, and like you see 30 years. I think I sort of calculated in my head that it's like 30 years of his life in a 2-hour film, and none of it feels rushed. And when it does, sort of, when he goes from like a kid to a teenager, there's no warning, which usually I'd be against, but it was actually quite nice because it kept you on your feet. You were like, you know, you're really enjoying the story of him as a kid, and then next minute, boom, he's a teenager, and then he's going to university. It's like, wait, what happened? But then you're so invested in that story, you can't forget about him being a kid, and then next minute, boom, he's an adult, and then you're like, wait, what was? And then, you know, but you're so invested in the story that you don't really care. I mean, which is great, because I mean, not saying we don't care as in a bad thing. I mean, like, you know, it just keeps going on. There wasn't really any slow moments either, and the animation is beautiful, by the way. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say this for the record now. Every Ghibli film has beautiful animation. Yeah. Yeah, there's no real slow moments. I mean, some previous Ghibli films have a bit of slow moments here and then, but this one didn't really have any, and I was fully invested in it from start to finish. I think that's it. I think that's all I can really talk about, because as it's quite a newish film for us anyway. I know it's been released in Japan. It's been, you know, it's like a year old in Japan, but over here it's just brand new. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it, and I watched the English dub of it because I'm cool, and they were good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and another thing I liked is when he grows up, the world around him grows up as well. I mean, we don't like when a character grows up, you kind of leave behind other characters and stuff, and you see his sister grow up, and that's really cool. I think. I mean, because not many animation films do that, like where everyone grows up around him, and usually, especially when it comes to girl characters, is when they grow up they become quite rebellious. So it's nice to see one that isn't that stereotype, because like they either grow up to be kind of dumb or rebellious, and it's nice to have one that didn't do that for once in a animated film. I mean, none of the Ghibli films have done that in the past, to be fair, portrayed their female characters as dumb or anything, which is great. But you find that a lot in other types of anime and animation, and, well, anywhere really. It's like, and yeah, the girl wants to, the younger sister, I can't remember names, I'm sorry. I find it hard enough to remember English names, let alone Japanese names, so I apologise deeply. But it's nice to have one that actually wants to be like a doctor, and especially in a time and society when it wasn't okay for women to be doctors. I think it means the same thing over there, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, I know very little, you know, in general. But I noticed this is the first one to actually have a bloke as the main antagonist. Antagonist? Is that antagonist? I think main character, pretty much. Because it's actually, someone pointed this out to me the other day that most, if not all, the Ghibli films have a female as the main character. You know, for say, you know. So it was nice to not. Well, not nice. I mean, it was you know, it was nice to have something new for once. And it is quite sad that it is like the last one, because I like, when I started this like whenever ago, I didn't expect this sort of kind of roller coaster of films. I mean, I felt things in this film that I never thought I could feel in a film. I'm not gonna lie, like there are bits, like especially this one, I actually had a question if what I was feeling, especially the end where it's such a, I'm gonna say now, it's quite anticlimactic ending, but that's okay. I think it's meant to be like that, and you don't know what to feel because I don't know. I guess I kind of built my own ending, and when it didn't go, my brain was just like, okay, what do we feel now? You know, and especially like a film like Grave of Fireflies or Spirited Away, where you don't know really what to feel, and it's bizarre, but hey ho, I don't know. I guess that's really it now. I've enjoyed these films. I've still got like 9 to watch, but after that, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Like, I know what I'm gonna do, but I mean, video wise and life wise, but I mean, it's gonna be my life's gonna be a teeny bit emptier because I know that Ghibli's no more, and there'll be no more films to watch and record and share with you guys, which is a bit sad. I'm quite deep ending to this video. So before we start getting emotional, I'm gonna say goodbye. In fact, and if you want to hit that subscribe button and like that video, and or this dislike, I don't care. It's feel free, you know. But if you could do the first 2, that'd be swell. So thank you for watching and have a good day.